Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. So the market tanked. Did that feel good? I'm pretty sure it did not feel good. I'm pretty sure it did not feel good. I'm going to tell you something. I am traveling today. You can see that I'm in a hotel room. So things could get a little iffy, so forgive me. Um, I'm trying up the news that I had recorded guys or wrote down for you guys. A ton of stuff. A ton of stuff. Um, Vanek is definitely recommending to them that they buy Bitcoin, like, for sure, even during the market panic. Actually, I would say especially during the market panic. Here's something else that I'm thinking about. Russia is going to try to use stable coins to circumvent or do an end run around the sanctions that they're in right now. I find that to be quite interesting. Yeah, this might not work. So it looks like I'm not sending enough video over to YouTube. That's no bueno. But it says I've got perfect streaming though, so is it a YouTube thing? Huh. I mean, I seem to be streaming right now, so looks good, shocker. Bite me. As a matter of fact, where's your girlfriend? I need her to do me a favor. Just right in the back of the head. Just one, right there. Um, but that end run around things is going to be very interesting. I think that's going to be very interesting. Um, Bolivia, obviously, they're going for Bitcoin. So they softened their stance on Bitcoin because there's not enough U.S. dollar to go around, or even their own currency to go around. So I find that to be very interesting. Don't worry, we'll talk about the market implosion today. Pancake Swap is going after ZK Sync as well. That is actually a very big deal. The reason why I think that's a very big deal is because ZK Sync has, just what is it, Matter Labs, something like that. They screwed up in so many different ways. When they first came out, they were trying to patent ZK. That failed. They caught so much flack over that it wasn't even funny. And now PancakeSwap is saying, "Hey, you guys owe us some coins. Get us the coins." So it sounds like there's a battle brewing there. Miners are attracting AI interest from private equity firms. That's a problem. That is a major problem. Something good that I'm thinking about. Hey, Bianca. No, Bianca, I'm not switching it up on you. I promised that I would do a Friday show, and I happen to be traveling. So here I am doing the Friday show. It's not going to be long. I mean, but if you guys have questions and stuff like that, I'm definitely down to get into it. You know me. One last bit of news. Shiba Inu is about to have their first get-together. Shiba Inu has been making big moves. I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but they're making huge moves. One of the moves that they're making is they've released major updates to their API, and that's a big deal. Thank you, Bianca. Hutanik is giving me issues. I told him to go get his girlfriend so she could beat him up for me. Anyway, I know I'm causing trouble. He's going to beat me up. The idea that Shiba Inu is making such big moves, releasing like comprehensive documentation about their API, doing this get together, they're definitely growing up in a major fashion. So if there was a book that I want Floki to follow, it's going to be Shiba Inu. Like, seriously, I think Floki has the potential. They're flashing signs that that's the direction that they want to go. And I think they have enough of a community to actually make that happen. She's trained to kick your butt, you mean? She's trained. She's not home, is she? Or she didn't see that. Because if I ever said that, I would get hammered. Like hammered. My mother would come and hammer me. So yeah, when I'm looking at the market right now, I'm kind of like, oh, pretty interesting. So Bitcoin took a dive all the way down. What 53,458 was the lowest number I saw. Did you guys see anything lower? But that's the lowest number I saw. So in my video this morning, I said that there's no way in the world that I'm going to try to catch a falling dagger, right? So I'm not putting in the bulk of my money when I still think it's on the way down. I'm going to buy a little bit, right? To try to figure out, well, if it goes back up, at least I got a little bit, right? It's a part of the DCA strategy anyway. I'm gonna buy no matter what. But for this, I'm talking about my dry powder. My dry powder is dying to find the bottom. If we can find the bottom, and I said it this morning and I'll say it again, I really think the bottom is going to be 50 grand. I didn't think we'd be seeing 50, 55 ever again, but it's highly possible we could see 50. If we see 50, I'm not even going to play. I'm just going to go buy a Bitcoin. I'll go out and buy a whole Bitcoin because it's just. Hutanic. That I am shocked. I'm shocked that didn't go over well. But I hope everybody's just laughing because I don't want her to beat you up too much. We got a lot of bags to get together. So yeah. But I'm looking at things and I'm just saying, well, Germany doesn't care. And I meant what I said this morning. I honestly think that Germany is trying to manipulate the market. They know they can't, completely break Bitcoin, but I think they feel that they can bring it down for a certain amount of time to see if they can cause problems. Victor, what's up? So, I honestly think that. Oh, I have a question. How does my sound sound? Is it all right? Is it good, bad, indifferent? Come on, Bianca, you're usually the first. Actually, it's between Hutanic and Bianca, as I think, who would say something first. But yeah, when I look at Bitcoin hitting 53.4, I'm kind of like, it hurt a little bit until I realized, look at all the news that's going on. Look at everybody that's buying. Looks perfect, but do I sound good? I mean, I know I'm pretty. Because I'm using the what is it called again? The lavalier. It sounds like I'm in an empty room. Yeah, because I'm right up against the wall, so it's literally just bouncing off the wall, and it's a big room. So it's like the kitchen is narrow, but over there just opens up into a big room. So yeah, it sounds like I'm in. At least it doesn't sound like I'm in a bathroom. You know what I mean? I mean, I could probably work on that for this particular lavalier. Sounds good, despite the room acoustics, man. They just it is horrendous. Nothing I can do about that. I'd have to hang a blanket, get a little blanket or something like that and hang it around when I'm traveling. I'm not going to go through all that. So I have a question for everybody. Did anybody buy? Victor, thank you for letting me know, man. Did anybody buy today? And if you did buy, what did you buy? Because I have some ideas. And I'm not gonna tell you what I did until you tell me if you bought today. Bianca, did you buy? Victor, Hutanic, did you guys buy? Come on, you can tell me. You're about to buy. Good. What are you about to buy? If you don't mind telling me, I'm sorry. That's very rude. If you don't mind telling me, because I can actually, you'll be happy. I didn't a lot. We're at my level, still holding off. I can understand that. Like I said, I'm not trying to catch falling daggers. But I have a couple of coins where if I buy now, I will lower my aggregate strike price. So I'm kind of like, oh, I could do that. Plus there are a couple of other coins that I'm kind of just like, oh my God, there's a flash sale going on. So, think red bottom shoes and, women that just found, $50,000, something like that. Yo, TTV, what's up? Thinking about buying some Jasmine. Oh, dude, I am so not touching Jasmine. Wasn't Jasmine down like by the boatload down? Ton and 80 and ADA. So I bought Chainlink earlier, right? It was like 12 and change. And then I'm thinking about snatching up some ADA. I'm not even thinking about snatching up some ADA. Like, I'm going to snatch up some ADA. Like, that's what's going to happen. Gala was about to be added to my bag. Please tell me why you're adding Gala to your bag. Is because of the news that I dropped the other day, them and Nanamocha brands. When I dropped that, today's Friday, Wednesday, I think I spoke about it. Oh, I am not messing around with Jasmine. I'm just not. I don't care what they got going on. I'm not. I saw at some point Jasmine was down like 99%. It's like, yeah, I'm not mucking around with that. I'm not mucking around with that at all. All right, so let me put it like this. If somebody came to me and said, here's a coin, even like Jasmine, and they said, well, here's what's going on, and they were able to convince me of the use case, right? Then I'd be like, well, yeah, all right, I'll take $50. I'll take $50, drop it in, and I won't even care about it. I'll let it sit there for years. For years. I don't care. I'll just let it go. Because it's $50 I don't care about, right? I mean, I do care about money, but $50 isn't going to make or break me. So great, put $50 on it. My issue is that there are so many other places where I could take that $50 and put it in and know that I'm going to make money. So how many, what, Cardano's at 32 cents right now, is it? Right? So I could buy Cardano, and if it just gets back to where it was late last week, I'm up like what, 33%? So yeah, Cardano's definitely going to get bought tonight. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to buy some Cardano. I bought all my Jasmine when it was half a penny. Oh, dude, Victor, you can't play like that, man. Stop it. When it's half a penny, yeah, that doesn't count. That's one of those situations that I was talking about where I heard something good. If it does it, great. If it doesn't do it, I haven't dropped a lot of money that I'm going to cry about it. I've got other money in other places where I know I'm going to make money. Cool. That's that situation, right? So you could put Jasmine in that bucket. I think I would put a star in that bucket. I'd put DAG in that bucket. Actually, I wouldn't put a star in that bucket because a star has a lot of stuff going on. So I think a star has greater chances than other coins to actually start making money like this period. Look at that, ADA is back to 35, so I'm late on ADA. I was right on time with Chainlink though. I was right on time with Chainlink. But think about this. It wasn't that long ago that Cardano was at 48 cents. I'd still be up. You know what I mean? Like, do I think that Cardano is going to hit $1 before the end of this year? No. But do I think it could hit 80 cents before the end of this year? Like, if the market goes up, do I think it could hit 80 cents? Yeah. I absolutely think so. So yeah, I would not be mad about that. So yeah, that's something that I would want to put my money into. Shiba Inu, I'm holding such a big bag of Shiba Inu. I should not buy more. I could always buy some more Bitcoin, which I should. But that's already a part of the DCA strategy, right? Dollar cost averaging. For me, I'm kind of like, well, maybe I should use my dry powder, unless it hit 50. If it hit 50 or below, I would be compelled to buy Bitcoin. I would absolutely be compelled to buy Bitcoin. But then that leaves another question, right? When you sit back and you do the math, you're kind of like, well, you could buy one Bitcoin and maybe by the end of the year, it will double. Or if Bitcoin hits 80, I know that I'm going to 4x, 2x, 3x some of these other coins. See what I mean? Bitcoin to me is not a money play, it's a leverage play. I know that when I get older, I'll be able to leverage my Bitcoin to do things versus anything else. I'm not going to be able to do that with anything else. So looking at the news, yeah, there's tons of news going on right now, tons of places that are buying, so I'm kind of like, yeah, it's just Germany. Well, let me rephrase. It's Germany and the fear, uncertainty, and greed of Mt. Gox. Oh, everybody that got paid, all of the creditors that are getting paid, they're all going to dump at the same time. Yeah, okay. I bought ADA on the way down last cycle so I could let it compound. Yeah, I don't mind cashing on the way up. I just hate trying to catch falling daggers. I mean, how much further do you think Cardano could go? I mean, if it hit down there. Tredane, what's up? Welcome back. So Gala isn't worth it. I wouldn't say Gala is not worth it. I'm just thinking when I look at my workbook and I look to see how far Gala's got to go, which is, a maybe. Yes, they cut the deal with Animoca Brands. That's actually a big deal. Would I put more money into it? No, but if I'm holding, I'm not going to be upset to be holding. How's that sound? Does that answer your question? Where's Pseudonymous Me? Spend Cookie hasn't been around either. I should reach out to them. It's just, there's so many gaming things that are going on. Immutable I think is gonna do well. Anything in the Web3 space that's got legit gaming going on, like look at Tonguecoin, look at Notcoin, look at Hamster, whatever the heck it's called, look at TapSwap, all of them on Tonguecoin. So I sit back and I just go, okay, Tonguecoin, that could be the one. That I think is going to do well. Notcoin has dropped so much that I'm thinking about buying more. But that's a gaming coin. So I'm kind of like, well, I can put money in Cardano, feel fine about it. I can put money in Bitcoin Cash, feel good about it. I can put money in, I could actually put money in Polygon and feel good about it. I'll never think that I have enough money in Chainlink. I'll never have that feeling that I don't have enough money in Chainlink. I will always buy Chainlink because it's going to grow in so many different ways. Yeah, I'm going to buy. I'll always, no matter what, if I have dry powder, a portion of it is always going to go to Chainlink. Absolutely. Chainlink might even be the first purchase. And then I'll go buy other stuff. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm paying attention to. Wow. I thought we were cool. Man. And then you're going to curse at me like that. I don't talk to you with that kind of tone. I don't deserve that. You know what? You go to a corner. Hutanik is in the corner right now. He's going to sit there in the corner. What else is there? Here's what I'd like you to do. TTV, go to Jasmy and see how far off it's away from its all-time high. Right? From a numeric perspective, so you have an idea about where everything is. And then I want you to think about the news that you've heard about Jasmy, and does that news make you think? And it's not just Jasmy. I'm not telling you this. I'm just using Jasmy as an example. Does that news make you feel that it's going to go up? Right? Like, I look at Cardano and I'm like, yeah, I can definitely tell you it's going to go up. I can definitely tell you that when it goes up, it's going to hit at least 70 cents. So even at 35 cents, I'm going to double at 70. Is it hard to get to 70? No, because when the market goes up, everybody's going to go up. You have to be a total crap coin for you not to go up when the whole market goes up. I'm actually also thinking about buying some stacks. People sleep on stacks. When Bitcoin goes up, stacks goes up not exponentially, but by multiples. You know, Bianca, you're not supposed to laugh. You're supposed to tell him to go in the corner, not validate his actions. He spoke very rudely, very rudely. He needs to go to a corner. That's that. He knows what he did. Go buy some freaking XRP. I had somebody come at me again about XRP, and they made a very, very, very valid point. Unfortunately, that point was about XRPL. I wish what I need to have happen is I need to have a sit down. Like this person needs to come to a live so we can have this repartee, in front of everybody, because I just don't. I think people are really confused by the difference between XRP and XRPL as Ripple's product. I think that's where people are like drastically confused, like ridiculously confused. So I'm just kind of like, how's that work in your head? How does that work in your head? Please get that right. Hey, Hutanic, I forgot to mention something. So I'm not on my normal laptop. I'm on my older laptop, right? It's a Microsoft Surface Book. It's the one. The one that I'm normally on is the 3. I had to send it back because I cracked the screen. But here's what I'm noticing. This laptop doesn't have a lot of junk running. So I seem to be running smoother, like a lot smoother. So I think it's because there's a lot of junk running on my other laptop that I might be having those issues, because this one isn't having issues. The biggest issue I have is that I don't have my 2 additional huge monitors attached to it. Like that's really what I'm having an issue with. So I think maybe there's too much stuff running on that other machine that's really causing the problems. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I know I've been on for a long time. It's been a minute. Let's see, wait a minute. It's the only device on the subnet is why. No, it's not. It's not. I'm running pretty smooth. Thank you, Bianca. Hutanic just doesn't want to give credit. He doesn't want to give credit. That's what it is. He doesn't want to say, well, you're right. It could be your machine. He always thinks it's the VPN. He just wants to play with my VPN. I think that there's just a lot more fat on the other computer. So what I did was, before I sent it back, I've set it back to factory settings. So every so often I'll blow out a machine just to make sure that I'm only running what I need to run. And what I noticed was, if you load anything from Logitech, like I have special Logitech mice, if you load anything from them, they load up a whole bunch of things that you